and those who want to increase their fluency in English, I advise them to participate in my live streaming class or online class and just be choosy while selecting your vocabulary while speaking English. I have already reminded you that fluency in English entirely depends upon your stock of words, your sense of grammatical construction, tense system, and many other criteria that will enable you to speak English very fluently. And one of them, I think, the first and foremost quality of speaking English is choosing the correct vocabulary. I already mentioned in another class that vocabulary is the key to success, because when you are speaking English, you can't translate your thought, your mother tongue, into English instantly. You think for a while, you stop, you fumble, because you want to choose a good vocabulary. No. In communicative approach, in communication, you must be very selective and very easy so that you can express your ideas, your thoughts, your emotions, etc. in easy language, in selective language. Okay, welcome to my channel, An Easy Step to English Grammar, and I am going to discuss with you or share my ideas with you about some vocabularies, and automatically you will be able to use those vocabularies in your own sentences very easily. As for example, I am giving you some vocabularies. For example, disabled ear, disheveled hair, D-I-S-H-E-V-E-L-L-E-D, disabled hair, H-A-I-R. It means hair not in order. It means it is a very good vocabulary, but it is a very tough vocabulary. Disabled hair. For example, you are telling your brother, you have entered my room with your disabled hair. What has happened to you? Disabled order. And if you can't find this particular word, disabled hair, you may easily use the group of words, your hair is not in order. Your hair is not in order, and you seemed to be very anxious or worried. What has happened to you? But I think that disabled hair is better than your hair is not in order. But you will have to think who your listener is. Who is listening to your words, or with whom you are speaking. Okay? So your target audience must be very selective so that you can use all these words disabled here. So these ideas or this idea can be easily expressed by the words, your hair is not in order. What has happened to you? You seem to be worried. What has happened to you? Clear? Another example I am telling you. You know that insomnia is better than sleeplessness. Both the words suggest the same meaning. Hello? Hello? Yes? Okay. I am discussing gerund. Okay, I am telling you that gerund is a verbal noun retaining some of the properties of the verb. The guy has asked me what gerund is or what is a gerund. For example, swimming is a good exercise. Okay? Walking is good for health. So, present form of the verb plus ing. Okay? Is being used as subject. So, gerund can be used as subject and object. For example, what I like is dancing. So dancing is also gerund. What she likes is singing. So singing is gerund. It is acting as the object. So gerund is actually a verbal noun, that is a non-finite verb that can be used both as subject and object. It can be used with preposition too. For example, on hearing the good news, I started dancing in joy. On hearing, on is preposition and hearing is gerund. Okay? So gerund can be subject, gerund can be object, gerund can be preposition plus gerund. Okay? Now, perhaps I am clear to the boy. Now, actually I am dealing with easy vocabularies to be, yes, hi, okay, I am very happy to have you in my online class or in my live streaming class. Okay? And if this video, Dada, according to the YouTube guideline, how can we know if I have to use which or that as a conjunction? Okay, I am discussing it. One of you has asked me which or that as a conjunction. Actually, which or that cannot be used as conjunction. It is a wrong idea. It can be used as relative pronoun in the relative clause or adjective clause, and that can be used as the conjunction in a noun clause, in a noun clause or nominal clause. As for example, you have done a very good task. You have done a very good task which should be appreciated by all. Okay. Actually, noun is the noun form and nominal is the adjective form of noun. So, noun clause and nominal clause are the same thing. Okay. Noun clause or nominal clause is the same thing. There is no difference. Okay, I am telling you, the book which you gave me was really very nice. Was really very nice. Oh, when you will find an antecedent before that or which, it is no doubt a relative pronoun. It is relative pronoun. The book which you gave me was really very nice. The book was really very nice. Principal clause. Which you gave me, subordinate adjective clause or relative clause, and qualifying the noun is book. So, the book is antecedent, and which is relative pronoun, because it is suggesting the book. Clear? It is suggesting the book. I can't disclose my name, my dear Dada. I worked as an assistant teacher in English in a higher secondary school for 38 years. Nothing else. That can be disclosed. But if I disclose my name before you, it will be against the guidelines of YouTube. YouTube will ban me if I disclose my name. The name of my channel is An Easy Step to English Grammar. Okay? At the rate of English Grammar 946. Okay? However, that is the antecedent, and which or that is the relative pronoun. For example, the advice that you gave me came to be very fruitful in my life. The advice which you gave me became very fruitful in my life. The advice became very fruitful in my life is principal clause. That you gave me subordinate adjective clause or relative clause qualifying the noun advice. Clear? So advice is antecedent and that is relative pronoun. Now you see, I see that somebody is coming. I see that somebody is coming. I see principal clause, that somebody is coming, subordinate noun clause, and object to the verb see. Okay? Here that has been acting as the conjunction. You see, that has been acting as the conjunction because it is joining the two clauses. I see that somebody is coming. This is the difference. Clear? For example, I told you that you should not come out in the scorching heat of the sun. In the scorching heat of the sun. I told you principal clause. Okay? I told you principal clause that you should not come out in the scorching heat of the sun. So I told you principal clause that you should not come out in the scorching heat of the sun, subordinate noun clause, object to the verb told. Here that has been used as conjunction. Clear? Because okay, I like your appreciation because I taught only grammar in my school for more than 38 years. For more than 38 years, and I had been selected a resource person by the West Bengal government a few years before to teach or to train the trainers, and that is why I can speak English fluently, and my topic was how to speak English fluently. Okay, you are also from West Bengal, from Durgapur. Oh, Durgapur is a place where I went several times because one of my relatives just work in the steel industry, and I went there to my relative's house several times to spend a few days. Okay? So Durgapur is my neighboring district, nothing else. Okay? Durgapur is in the district of Bardhaman or Bardwan, and my district is adjacent to Durgapur, nothing else. However, let us come to another point. Monosyllabic. You know, I was speaking of insomnia and sleeplessness. When the doctors prescribe they say the patient has been suffering from insomnia. It means sleeplessness. So insomnia is a Latin term and sleeplessness is an English term. Okay, but you know that insomnia is better than sleeplessness. Insomnia is better than sleeplessness. Yet, sleeplessness has a masculine ability, is a masculine term. Okay, but insomnia has a feminine grace. Okay, thank you. Now let us, so you must be selective whether you will select the patient has been suffering from sleeplessness or insomnia. So if you want to be fluent in English, you should not give emphasis on sleeplessness. You must select insomnia. Okay? Monosyllabic. Mono means single and syllable means the part of the word having a single vowel sound. Clear? Monosyllabic means the word having single vowel sound. Monosyllabic. So while speaking English, suppose you are telling with your teacher, sir, is the word monosyllabic one? Or you may ask your teacher, is that the word with only a single syllable? Is it a monosyllabic word? Or is it a word with single syllable? Which one will you select? So you must be selective while trying to be fluent in English. Because English is a masculine language and it has a special stress system, accent system, and you must be very choosy while trying to speak English. Let us select a word, ill-fitting. Your shirt is ill-fitting. Suppose you are telling your brother, oh, from where or where from have you bought this shirt? It is not fitting. It is ill-fitting. Okay. So ill-fitting is also an appropriate word. But instead of ill-fitting, you may say it is mismatching. It is mismatching. So there are two words, ill-fitting and mismatching. You will have to choose of the two. But which one is better, that doesn't the factor. The factor is that which one is coming first to your brain. You will have to use that word. Okay? You should not grope about the new words, for the new words, for the difficult words, for the interesting words, for the ornamental language. No. While communicating to somebody else in English, whatever or whichever will come first to your brain, you must use it. Okay? So ill-fitting and mismatching are both the same. Next, whereabouts. I do not know his whereabouts. So it is a very beautiful word, whereabouts. It is a single word. You may use whereabouts. But if you say, I do not know his present address, where is the difference? I do not know his present address. That means I do not know. Is there any difference between mind and brain? Yes. There is a question. There is a question. Yes, there is a difference between mind and brain. Mind is for your emotion. Mind for your emotion, your passion, etc. But brain is for analyzing your emotion, or brain is for analyzing your emotion or passion. Brain will analyze. Suppose, may God forbid, suppose some of your close relative has expired. All are crying bitterly. All are crying bitterly, and you are standing with your heavy heart, with your heavy mind, because mind has emotion. But whether you will cry or not, that will be analyzed by your brain. Clear? Is it clear? Okay. When your close relative has expired, it is felt by your mind, because mind is emotional, mind is passionate. But whether you will shed your tears for it or not, or console somebody, is a matter of your brain. Okay, thank you very much. Good night. Stay safe, stay blessed. And if you feel that it is a very good communication with you, and I am able to share my ideas to clear your questions and give you appropriate answer, then I will be very happy. Please like, comment, share, and if possible, subscribe. Thanking all of you. Good night.